You want to start with the shit and then go right into the giggles?
Yeah.
Because, or do you want to do giggles first and then...
No, I don't want to leave people with shit. I'd rather leave them with giggles.
It's a nice combination, though, really.
Yeah, I think so.
And you get both happening at the same time.
I think so.
Where did that whole thing start, anyways, shits and giggles?
A meme.
Come on.
Remember the meme I showed you with our president and vice president?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The meme that we are not going to share.
No,
we cannot do that.
You can't share that because you're gonna upset somebody.
Yeah.
You don't want to upset anybody. We're all upset about something.
Oh, I'm very good at upsetting people, and for the most part, I'm okay with that. You know, it is what it is, and it's okay if I have my own thoughts.
I got into another conversation with a friend about the fact that just everybody is so pissed off about something.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not politics, it's COVID, it's something. My God.
And I'm at a point where, and no, I don't want to live with my head in the clouds, and right. I don't think that I do. But I kind of want to live with my head in the clouds. I just am so tired of all of it, the politics, everything, and life is too short. Yeah. I've had a lot of shit happen. I lost my mom. I lost my baby brother. I've lost a friend who's, the same age as me.
Right.
I got another friend who just got readmitted this morning to UVM, probably getting admitted right now, actually. Recent kidney transplant patient, and they think maybe his body's rejecting the kidney. So, it just... That's the shit that I want to have renting space in my head, and not because every conversation you have with somebody turns to politics, like almost instant. You can't say anything now without somebody saying, the fucking Democrats or the fucking Republicans or the liberals or this or that, and you don't say this and don't say that.
Okay.
I'm just tired of it. And so I am going to...
Me too.
I've turned it all off. I really don't watch the news. I watch the news in the morning for a quick minute just to hear the weather.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty much done. Because I just want to live in the moment, help the people I can help, do the things that I can do, and screw the rest, because it's all out of our control anyway. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody in Washington, nobody in Montpelier, in the grand, it's not even that. I really, in the end, I don't think they give a shit what we think or say anyway. Yeah. So,
I concur.
Yeah, that's just how I feel about it today. And then, so there's a little bit of shit for you.
What other shit do we have? We have 2 new deaths in Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
They are the first from the virus in April, after the state reported 13 deaths in March. So, 619 Vermonters gone.
Yeah.
20 in the hospital yesterday. And 2 in intensive care. So, yeah. The news is not always great, but we still feel that it's the responsible thing to share it.
We definitely share it.
Even though it's
there.
The shit.
Mm-hmm. I just am not necessarily open to discussing it all. I just don't want to get in a battle back and forth with somebody over it, because that's what I feel like it is. I feel like it's a battle.
Yeah.
You don't read anything and then say it out loud. You read it and keep your opinions to yourself and your mouth shut, because,
Right.
Of
course,
you don't want to start an argument with anybody.
Yep. And there's a lot of sensitive stuff here, and everybody's got an opinion on it. Did you hear about Dustin Dunkling?
I did.
29 years old, in jail since the 24th of March in St. Albans. Took his life in his...
No, he was in jail in St. Johnsbury. He's from St. Albans.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yep. And took his life. Been in the big house since the end of March, which was, my gosh, just kind of yesterday, a couple of weeks, and took his life, apparently, in there for child sex offenses. So, what else do we have going on? Not really that much.
No.
And I'm just glancing through here, and it's kind of crap, honestly. So let's move on. Let's find something else to talk about.
Let's
My God.
jump into a big pile of shit. Do you want to do that?
Well, we can.
Do you want to do that this morning? Because we can.
We can.
So,
can we just pause for a second?
Sure.
Can we just let's preface this a little bit more. I just heard you say the words "because we can," and I just want to say, not only can we, but we do.
And we will, most general.
We will.
Most general, we will. There are some things that we won't.
This is not a censored podcast.
No.
It's not a radio show.
No.
We are not
investigative reporters, nor have we ever
correct
said that we were.
Right.
Nor do we want to be.
But some dumbasses in our community have misrepresented us, suggesting that we are journalists and investigative reporters.
Right. We have a lot to learn about that industry.
Yes, they need to.
I don't want to learn anything about that industry.
If they had their head out of their ass, they would know that
we don't want to be censored.
Never have been.
Right, and we don't want to be censored.
Not going to be.
We want to say whatever we want to say when we want to say it, and we allow everybody to do the same.
Sure.
I post things that I agree with that you don't. You post things that you agree with that I don't.
That's right.
We let people come in here, and whether we really want to or not, and if we don't want to, we make them do Barry Beat. Yeah.
Did you really just say that?
I did. Yeah. Well, there's this other podcast that runs out of here every Monday night at 7:00 called the Barry Beat.
Yeah.
Call him. He'll let you come on. And I don't know. Is that because Michael has bigger balls than us? I don't know.
I don't know.
He definitely has a bigger beard than we do, but
But we're gonna have.
We love him.
Yeah,
he does a great job. We just we let him deal with some things political.
Right. Yeah. He's dumb enough to tackle the
he can do it.
The political stuff.
He can do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's his job. He loves it. He loves it. He understands it inside and out.
Yeah, he does.
He's,
and I hate that shit.
He's on the council, has been. I think he represents the city really well and his people really well.
Yeah.
And so he's a good guy to do it because he is very open. He knows when to remove himself and when he removes himself, then he calls me and says, come, I am willing to come on his show and do it. I do help him out once in a while.
Who did he have on last night?
Josh Howard and...
Oh, dear God.
I forget the other gentleman's name. I'm sorry. They were talking about the charter change and the flag
Okay.
and how it got left out even after the city, the people of the city voted. They are just ignoring that, and hopefully the wording gets put back in properly, and it goes through, and it gets, because it's just all craziness, anyways.
So if he was talking about the flag charter, let's be honest.
He was talking about the flag, so there's a shit show immediately.
As soon as you say the F word, flag, it doesn't matter what flag it is. Somebody's rattled.
Right.
Somebody's rattled.
Right.
Ukrainian flag, American flag, Black Lives Matter, thin blue line. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And brave of Michael to go down that rabbit hole last night. And I'm sure he had a lot of views and a lot of opinions.
He really did.
And I'm sure he made, no matter what you say about the flag, you're making enemies.
Yeah, any flag. It doesn't matter. Any flag, somebody's bound to be pissed.
Yeah.
And so, but as Tom Lozon says, respect the vote.
Yes.
Respect the vote. Respect the vote.
Yeah,
he says
right.
it,
He's always said that.
Yeah. And so.
Wow.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's Barry Beat. And
so that was last night.
that was last night.
7 o'clock. Every
7
Monday.
o'clock.
Every Monday.
Every
night
Monday.
on the Barry City Community fan page.
Yes. And they have their own Facebook page now, too. Barry Beat has their own Facebook page as well.
Are they on that, too? Are they broadcasting on that?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, I think they broadcast from the community fan page. I don't know. I think they do it kind of like the same way we do things.
We've been talking about Barry Beat now for several minutes. When was the last time that Michael Booten promoted the Aired Out podcast?
Last night.
Come on. Did he?
Yes, he did.
Boy, I look like a huge asshole right
He
now.
always does. He opens his show. He closes the show. He opens his show with Fly on the Wall on ASB.
Yeah.
That's where he is.
Right.
That's where he's broadcasting from. And he always hits Aired Out.
Come on.
Always. Yeah. So say sorry right now.
Michael, hold on. Let me put the camera on me. Michael, to use your favorite words, I'm sorry.
We love you.
Yeah, we do love him. He
Yeah.
does apologize a lot, though.
Yes, he does. But,
It's like he's apologizing for having an opinion, which
right, he has to stop doing.
Last I checked,
he's allowed to have one.
we're all entitled to having an opinion, and we're all entitled.
And you're only supposed to say sorry if you mean it.
That's right.
If you're saying sorry, but
Rusty
deep
Dewey's,
down you're going,
Rusty,
then don't say it.
Rusty Dewey's wrote a great chapter in his book Scrawlins about the words "I'm sorry." It's fantastic. You should go read it sometime. It's amazing.
one of my most hated words.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear I'm sorry.
Well,
The word itself no longer works for me. It just doesn't. If you're sorry, do something about it.
What did he say about Aired Out last night? What is?
Well, he always just says to tune in, and he always says something.
He's cross promoting.
He always cross promotes.
God, I didn't know
He
that.
cross promotes. He pre promotes.
Booten does?
He does. He was trained well.
Huh. I was going to say, because I haven't heard it, so I'll come
And
in
we're
here.
getting together, and so I can teach him about analytics.
Well, Booten should be very happy that I wasn't in town on April 1st, because I was planning on doing something about him on the air.
Oh God.
I'm not going to say what it is. already taken notes, and I'll hold it off for next year.
All right.
Should we get into
the shit? The big shit that I told you?
Yeah. So
why I was angry.
Buckle up,
morning?
friends. Buckle up, okay?
So
hold on. Let's put the can we just do the disclaimer?
You may want to.
Let's put the disclaimer back up here right now.
Yep.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions
except for today. They totally reflect mine.
As a whole, including its guests, hosts, speakers, viewers, supporters, or sponsors. Content, including language, can be explicit at times and is designed for adult audiences only. Aired Out is produced live for entertainment purposes and therefore should not be held accountable for subject matter that includes unvetted, quote, factual statements. However, right now, you're going to hear some very strong opinions. So, as I just alluded, please fasten your seatbelts, sit back, and keep your hands and feet in the ride at all times. Raylene, take it away.
Healthcare for profit. So, as a lot of people know, because we have talked about it several times, not long ago we had the women from Barrie Housing Authority SASH program in, and while they were here, they told us that there was a huge need for a foot clinic for their diabetic and elderly patients.
Here in Central Vermont.
Right here in Barrie.
Right here in Barrie.
Some Barrytown. Some for veterans, but just people that absolutely need foot care. Weren't getting it. They had the insurances and the state had dropped the program, and people could not afford $25 a month for this care. They're fixed incomes. They are choosing between foot care, food, medication as it is, and it's just a lot of money to some. Me, someone who has had the majority of her right foot amputated, who suffers from diabetes, who is fully aware of the consequences of foot care, though mine was not due to that. It was due to a medical issue, but since then, I mean, I have to be extremely careful, and the diabetes, it complicates things, and it can go from 0 to 60 in literally hours.
Yep.
It just can.
Yep.
So while they were here, I called a really good friend of mine who is certified in wound care.
This is going back months here on the air.
She works for a foot clinic. She has done foot care and wound care for years, diabetic foot care, literally traveled to other countries to do this. This is what she does. Contacted her, said, how about you, me, some more of our nurse friends get together and we do this clinic, volunteer, absolutely free for these people. She said, we'll need the equipment. I said, what is the equipment going to cost? She gave me a total amount of money of what we would need, a list of the supplies. Right to work we went, trying to get the money together. We did it. It all came together 100% last week. Just about to order everything. And yesterday, after one of the most amazing days I have had in a long time, on the way home, I got a call from UVM Medical Center in Burlington, thinking that it was an appointment reminder. I answer, and it's not. It is some, I won't even say the word I want to use.
See you next Tuesday?
Yes, some bigwig telling me that they have gotten wind of this free foot clinic. And here's the problem. It's free. And God forbid those assholes don't make a dime on something.
Right.
It's a clinic that was eliminated that they're no longer making money on. They don't give a shit if it's needed or not. It's all about the bottom line. She says they've gotten wind of it and it needs to cease. If they find out who the RN that we will be working under, the RN could face reprimand and possibly even termination from her position. The liability for one of their nurses is too high, they said. It has nothing to do with them. She literally just works for them. Here local at CVMC, which is now owned by UVM, every doctor in this damn county, every county is owned by UVM. Monopoly, monopolized. That's what it is, plain and simple. And I don't understand how that's okay. Because I thought that was illegal to even do. But I do know that many doctors were railroaded into becoming a member and part of UVM. They pushed them out. I know for a fact because I was working with several of them when it was happening. You know, they didn't join right away, so they would be... it's just ridiculous that we could say that we are going to stop a program because they don't want one of their nurses doing that. And I think it's because it's free. Maybe it's not, but I think it's because it's free. And they say that there's a nursing shortage and they can't afford to lose one RN. If something happened to her license, if something were to happen to one of the patients and there was a problem, that the liability is way too high. I call bullshit. I call because it's free. And so basically, at this point, everything that we've done is on hold, possibly will never happen now. These people will continue to go without foot care. Or choose between medicine and...
Right.
You know?
Like they have been.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have been.
Yep. It's disgusting. It infuriates me. I was shaking mad. I cried all the way home because I just don't understand how, and quite frankly, they make millions of dollars a year. They should be providing the fucking clinic anyways. Themselves, if they're so they should just be doing it. And they shouldn't have to worry about somebody trying to grassroots set something up. And the fact is that at least somebody trained would be doing it and not further jeopardizing the health of these people by them trying to do it themselves or having somebody that doesn't know what they're doing it, because harm can be done very quickly.
Now you got my blood pressure up this morning.
It pisses me off.
So,
I don't get it.
And you and I have both heard from first responders, and from the SASH organization, that they have witnessed with their own eyes the condition of the feet of these individuals, so many of which are lower income, that are not just in lower income housing.
I worked in a nursing home myself and saw the condition of people that needed help.
My own father.
Mm-hmm.
My own father.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
So but it's not just those in lower income housing. It's also individual elderly folks in their homes.
Yeah.
Just residents.
Mm-hmm.
The need is what's frustrating me. The need is so great for this. And the inception of this started here on the podcast because the ladies from SASH were in here.
And they just said this is a need, and it's something that I understand.
Right. And you, Raylene, were on the phone making things happening while I was still on the air with these ladies from SASH, lining up something. And we even said on the air, let's start fundraising for the equipment and everything that's needed for this. And
it just disgusts me.
Like a bank account, I think was set up.
No, we didn't even do that. We didn't even have to get that far.
So how'd you do it?
We bottle drive and then individual donors. It didn't even have to be done that quickly. Set all that stuff up. It was yeah.
Our listeners are very quiet this morning.
Yep. People don't like to talk about this.
Megan Rollins Brown, who's a damn rock star, by the way. She says, what about a provider that's in private practice or from another facility like
That's what's on hold. So what we are going to need to do is find a provider and nurses, but we need an RN that do not work for UVM. It's not easy. And the fact is that a lot of nurses they're already taxed. They're already stressed to the limit.
Sure.
And this is a really good friend of mine that is very passionate about all of this and was willing to donate her time.
Can you believe that?
This literally has to be free. These people can't afford to do this.
You had 9 RNs, LPNs, and LNAs lined up who were all willing to donate their time using equipment that was fundraised for to do this foot clinic right here in Barry City and Barry Town.
Exactly. We would have been on an 8-week rotation. People would have been cared for the way they should be cared for. They would have been able to be checked by an RN that said, you really should get this one to a doctor. This one needs to see a podiatrist. This one needs different care. Would have known that. And now?
So UVM gets wind of this.
Right.
And instead of saying,
we'll support you. Or what can we do to help? Or no. Absolutely, you cannot do that with one of our nurses. And if you do and we find out who these nurses are, they will be reprimanded and possibly even terminated.
So they made it clear that they do not endorse this.
Exactly.
And their reasoning behind this was that
liability.
Is that there's
they
liability.
Can't afford to lose an RN. They can't afford to lose an RN for the sake of our free foot clinic.
An RN who's volunteering her time.
Right. Correct.
Oof.
Michael, I don't know if we can partner with them or not. The problem is that this has to be free. And
right.
If People's Health and Wellness Clinic could do it, they would have already been doing it, I think. It's a need.
Agree.
It has been a need. It's not a secret. Home Health wants the $25 a month. CVMC, that's what the program costs. For the foot clinics run by them, it's $25.
Yeah.
If Health and Wellness wants to step in and do this for free, and they have providers that can do it,
right.
Please contact, who is it? Daniel Barlow? Is that who's over there? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Contact him and see what he has to say about doing a free foot clinic.
Yeah. The thing is transporting people to, like, Brenda's.
Right. They will need to go to the locations, which is what we were going to do. We were literally going to set up shop in these buildings, do a free clinic.
You guys were going to the housing facility.
Yes.
Instead of trying to transport the individuals out of those,
right,
out of that housing
and
facility.
And if they needed to be
transported,
if they that it would have been just said, this person needs to see a physician.
Right.
And then, whoever their physician is could have seen them. But yes, that's how it would have happened. We would have gone to them, and everybody would have been on an 8-week rotation.
Anyone who knows anything about feet and foot health, of which just up until, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, I had a friend who had diabetes, lost his leg, and then a couple of years later lost his other leg.
And some people lose their lives.
Of course, quickly,
because of it.
Quickly.
Very quickly.
And I didn't know anything about this up until my friend came into this, and I witnessed it. But prior to that, I didn't know anything about the seriousness behind foot care. And it's a huge deal.
It is. Feet and teeth.
Yeah. Can take you out quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that amazing? So,
anyway,
what's the next step here? I mean, how can we rally our community to support you and this
well, right
effort?
now it's not going to matter what any of us say as far as UVM goes. This fight will have to be something. I've contacted an attorney, and I will make sure that somebody asks a question, and I will just keep searching for somebody out of the network that is willing to help. We'll get it done. I have no doubt. It just we won't start May 1st. As we wanted. I mean, we were supposed to roll this out the 1st of May.
And you're all ready to go.
The first Saturday in May.
You're all ready to go. Everything's in place. You got 9 volunteers. You got all the equipment. You have commitment from these individuals, which is maybe the
schedule.
Biggest. That's like the biggest thing.
Yeah, a schedule. Yeah.
You've had meetings with the ladies from SASH.
We just had one last Thursday.
One of several.
Yeah.
Several that go for like 2 hours.
And we were, hooting and hollering and
excited.
Very happy that it was a done deal and that we were able to get it together quite quickly. I mean, really, it was just a few months, and we were able to wrap it up in a couple of months.
So what happens now?
Exactly what I just said. Nothing happens right now. We will not be able to start May 1st, the 1st of May. And we are on hold until we find providers and RN and LPN or LNAs out of the network. No one that on our team can work for UVM. And there was a time when our little hospital was just our little hospital and wasn't owned by these assholes up in Burlington that are this big corporation that, think we are not down here in this little community. Say what you will, sure, they've made advances in technology, but they've made advances in asshole too. I'll tell you that right now. Number ones.
So if you're a UVM healthcare employee, be it an LPN, LNA, RN,
it doesn't matter. You cannot help us.
You cannot volunteer your time somewhere using your skills.
Unless you're volunteering it in a UVM facility. If you're going to work for UVM for free, then man, step up.
Oh.
I'm sure they'll be extremely willing to give you some hours at that point.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's for profit.
What do we need to do to shake this up? What do we need to do to make this happen?
We can't do any more than what we just did.
Come on. There's got to be a petition or something that we can get going here.
Do you have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars I don't know about to fight UVM over this? Because we're just going to have to find people out of network.
So how would UVM Healthcare, somehow they found out about this, but how would they find out whether or not these particular volunteers in our community are executing this foot clinic, this free foot clinic here in Barrie?
Because it wouldn't be with ill intention. I don't believe it would ever be with ill intention. But I do believe because people are passionate about it and they think that it's a great thing, that it would come out that, oh, this so-and-so is doing this. Isn't that wonderful? But not everybody thinks it's wonderful, unfortunately.
I have to tell you, right out of the gate,
I can't ask somebody to jeopardize their livelihood for this when I've already been told no. Knowing that, it doesn't matter to me.
Fair enough.
Because I was told that, I would never, no matter what, ask somebody to jeopardize that for me. If they came to me and said, I'm going to do it anyways and I don't give a shit, fine. But I can't expect somebody to lose their job to do this for me. That's just not okay. It's not who I am.
Agree.
I don't want anybody to be sneaky about it. I don't,
Agree.
I talked to Debbie last night. The funds are sitting there. We will just reimburse whoever donated, or hold it in the savings so that when and if we can go, we do. But
isn't it remarkable how sometimes how you can have, and maybe this is just missight on my part, I don't know, sometimes how you can have just such a wonderful thing that is sitting in the palm of your hand, and you approach,
it's frustrating.
You approach,
it's sad.
It's great for the community. It's a win-win. It's a multifaceted win. But when you approach government, even your local small city government or a company, and you offer this to them on a silver platter. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, we can't do that. We got to look deeper into it. We got to overcomplicate this.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, if
can
people's health and wellness can do this and they can do it for free.
I have my phone.
This is a need. This is a huge need. And please, if you can do it, man, just do it.
Do what?
Provide a free clinic.
Can I call? I have my phone in my hand right now. Can I call UVM? Do you have a person?
Well, you and I talked about that already before we went on air, and we weren't going to do that because I contacted an attorney. Right. And I'd rather,
oh, my thumb is right here on my phone.
Yeah, and who are you going to talk to? Do you think they're going to answer the phone?
I would love to talk to.
Do you think you're going to talk to the CEO?
Do you know the name of the woman that you spoke with?
I do.
That's who.
But I did not tell you for a reason because I know how you are.
I want her on the air.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I do know.
I want her on the air.
Yeah. But I'm going to do this and do it right.
You do realize that as soon as we get off the air, I'm going to put you in a leg lock, suplex, backwards neck choke hold.
Good luck trying.
And I'm going to get this name out of you.
I have 1.5 feet, and I can still kick your ass.
When you see
twist you up in a pretzel in about 2 seconds flat.
I got a low center of gravity. I'm going to go right for the knees. I'm going to drop you like a big ass tree. Down.
I'll drop you like the stump you are. So, frig you and your trees.
Yeah.
But
honestly, it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if Booten was walking in here right now. He's worked up. I mean, can we get? Here's my question: can we get one email address or one phone number where the support of this in kind of a form of a petition can be directed to? That's what I'm asking.
Yes. As soon as I have further direction,
Okay.
that will happen.
All right. It will.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting to hear from the lawyer.
I'm waiting to hear from the attorney. I need to talk it all out with the women from SASH and Berry Housing and to know what they can and can't do, how they want to proceed. I need to talk with all of the nurses again, and I want to do this as a team.
You have a team. You have a large team that's far beyond the 9 volunteers that you've got.
Right.
And beyond Michael Bouton's support, you've got a team of a community that is very much going to support this.
Absolutely. I'm very grateful and lucky. We all are. We're very, very grateful and very lucky that this came together so quickly. And hopefully we find a way. But anybody that is willing to do with it, to do it, we have the money. We'll buy the equipment.
Right. Listen, if you slept in this morning, obviously, like Greg Forbes did, and you missed 80% of the show.
I'm going to look at the comments, okay?
Yeah, please do. Yeah. And you missed 80% of the show. You should go back and rewatch, re-listen to this and share it. Because this really has become the meat of our podcast this morning. God.
It's extremely extremely frustrating, and
Bouton, you give me the word if you want to come on the air. I'll put you on right now. With Raylene's permission, of course. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The CVMC director doesn't exist, pretty much. There's somebody up here that oversees day-to-day operations, but the word comes from UVM, Michael. If it doesn't come from the powers that be at UVM, it does not happen. And you and I have faced this several times over the last year. Just wanting different people to come in and talk about, we wanted a nutritionist. We wanted the smoking cessation person. They have like I don't know what you want to call her, like a life coach type person that works there. Different people. And they have said, no, we cannot do that.
You're right.
We just want to have somebody on to talk about
these things. So give information out.
Podiatrist, a cardiologist, endocrinologist. That's what you were looking for.
Yeah.
And nope. Absolutely not. Cannot happen.
Yeah, not interested in, because they were fearful that they could give some medical advice that would come back and bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
Really too bad.
Yeah, they absolutely refuse.
Really too bad. But meanwhile, I've got so many different doctors that have been on this podcast, all by telephone from other states. Yeah. We've always been looking for ones that are right here in our backyard.
We have asked the hospital to do many things, and it's always been, but this takes the cake for me anyway.
Well, let's obviously there's
and they own every damn doctor there is around.
Of course, there's wheels turning. They're turning in my head. They're turning in yours. Wheels are turning in the viewers that are watching this podcast this morning. Minus Greg Forbes, because he slept in and missed 80% of the beginning of the show that he has to go back and watch. But outside of that, a lot of people have wheels turning. They have ideas of what to do.
Right. And so keep the wheels turning and let me know. Anything and everything, let me know. We have one more shit. Or are you calling Mike?
No, I was going to.
All right. So we have one more shit. And that shit is that James and Megan.
Yes.
Megan is worried enough, so she's going to try to go back to work part-time already when she's not supposed to.
She just had surgery.
Yes. And pretty extensive, too. It's not like James just had a transplant, and they need our help. They just do. There is a spaghetti dinner benefit at the Canadian Club on the 16th.
Yep.
There's it's $10. Silent auction, 50/50. We also have the GoFundMe, the bank account, their address, everything right on the page. James is getting readmitted probably right now, if not very shortly. Going to be there for a while, possibly going to be doing a kidney biopsy because he's just not getting better. His labs are not improving. He's just not getting better. And bottom line, they need our help. He's possibly rejecting his kidney. We hope not. We pray not. But yeah, they really need us. I don't want Megan to go back to work yet. It's just, I mean, that's just crazy to me that she's going to try to do such a thing.
Well, she's listening to you right now, by the way.
So,
Look,
I love you.
Look right in the camera.
I love you.
Tell her off.
Yeah, stay home. But, I mean, she has 2 babies to take care of and bills to pay.
Yeah.
And a well that just failed.
Sure.
No shit, you know? I mean,
yeah. Horrible.
And, yeah, just if you can, like, and anything.
Sure.
Anything that you can do.
Make a meal.
Go play with the kids.
We gotta do another meal.
Go to the spaghetti dinner. If you can't go to the dinner, maybe buy some raffle tickets. You can make a donation to, any of those ways that I just said, and that are on our page, on my page, on your page.
Sure. Right.
Yeah. And yes, that's near and dear to my heart as well. It's very personal for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we give a couple of giggles?
Yes. So I have one. A
go
good
ahead.
giggle.
You go.
This morning when I pulled into Cumberland Farms, because I'm going to gas up my car.
And get one of 12 cups of coffee throughout the day.
Yes. Whatever. Just as I pulled in, I was pulling in, but the light, so the building was blocking the sun, so I could finally turn on my windshield washer fluid and still be able to see where I'm driving.
Yeah.
So I hit the button. My windshield wipers are going like crazy, and I pull up to the pump and I get out, and the guy next to me says, "Why don't you have your wipers on? The sun is shining." So, I mean, come on.
What'd you say?
I started laughing, and this is horrible. Dottie, everybody that knows me and knows my plights, please forgive me for saying this, but I did. I said to him, "It's pouring buckets. Have you been smoking crack?"
You did not say that.
I did. I couldn't help it. Like, are you kidding me, you asshole? I'm not stupid. I'm running my wipers because I just used my fluid. I know it's not raining, you dick. He just said it to be a jerk because he thinks I'm just some dumb woman that's running around with her wipers on when it's sun shining. I mean, come on. What a jerk. I couldn't help myself. If you could have seen the look on his face, he didn't even have a comeback. He just looked at me, eyes big, and just stood there like, "There, who's the moron now?"
Oh my God!
Like seriously, he was like this. Yeah.
There have been times.
I couldn't help it.
There have been times where I have said that a body cam needs to be attached to you every day before you leave the house. You have to have that because I don't know what it is, but you have seen things and experience.
Especially down there. Let me tell you, that's where it all happens. And one time you were like afraid. You were like, when the whole time we were at Cumbies that I cannot talk about on air. When I told the woman about my family that doesn't exist.
Yes. Yeah, that was completely inappropriate.
You were like,
for.
yeah, but I mean, there have been times when you thought I'd get my ass kicked because of my mouth, but.
Have you thought about, seriously, having a dash cam on the inside of your windshield? I have one on mine.
No.
No?
No.
But it would capture.
Well, wait, does it record only stuff outside, not inside my car? Like, can it hear me?
Yes.
Because I bitch a constant when I'm driving.
Yes.
I have horrible road rage. I will admit it. I don't like charge people, get in there.
So verbally.
But you're in the car the whole time I'm driving. Oh, yeah.
You're verbally expressing your venting.
Yes.
You're venting.
I'm like, it's the only time that I really just let it all out. And boy, do I ever.
So here's the thing.
People pick on me about that because I bitch the whole time.
I do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to make sure you're not talking to yourself when you're alone at a red light. People start looking at you.
I don't do that. I just like literally, yell, swear at people.
You do.
Like they can hear me,
God forbid.
Like, what are you, a fucking idiot? Like just I yell at people like they can hear me.
God forbid. If anything were to happen to you,
mm-hmm.
or to me while we're driving,
mm-hmm.
think of the entertainment that others would be able to have
mm-hmm.
when they go back and have those recordings. It'd be wonderful.
Yeah,
honestly,
I guess so.
We could make a CD out of it and sell it.
Probably.
With all proceeds going to a charity.
I just can't believe, what the hell would he say that for to me?
Yeah.
Whatever, jackass. Get back in your pickup truck and go on your way.
Oh, my God. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. We have a story out of Long Island.
He was driving a green Jeep, by the way.
Green Jeep?
Yeah.
We have a story out of Long Island, New York. A runaway seal apparently is taking to the roadways over the weekend. Did you hear about this?
No.
Southampton Town Police Department posted on Facebook that they have pictures of a baby harbor seal at a traffic circle in Riverside. It was reportedly in a beverage store parking lot and fled when police arrived.
You're already grinning.
Because he would try to get away. I mean, can you imagine trying to get away? You don't have any legs. You don't have any arms. Or your arms are really short, and you're trying to slither across the parking lot of the liquor store where you were just trying to get some booze? That's got to be frustrating.
Hey, just need a little pickup. Yeah.
Yeah, in the beverage store parking lot. This little baby harbor. By the way, this baby harbor seal is doing just fine. He's in the custody of a local rescue center. But can you imagine? Can you imagine being the liquor store? Yeah, we got
a seal on the loose.
We got a seal on the loose in the parking lot here. You need to get over and detain this seal.
Yeah.
Throw him in some handcuffs and good luck on that. Sorry.
Well,
cute little seal. I would have picked him right up.
I
would have been kissing him as he's biting me. I would have loved it.
Well, you
would have loved it. Yeah.
I won't say it. I'll be nice. Never mind. I'll be nice.
We have a Missouri guy Made a mistake when purchasing a lottery scratch-off. Got the wrong ticket.
And then won $1 million.
It's not the one that he wanted to get. That the clerk screwed up and gave him the wrong one. And that cost him, that cost the lottery commission $77,000.
Mm-hmm.
$77,777 to be exact. So he's on top of the moon.
Do you think he wants to start a foot clinic?
Oh, my God. Hey, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. Anyway. Oh, this is nice. Guy from California. I'm just reading here.
To make sure it's nice. Now that you've said that, this is nice.
Well, no, I have to read to make sure it's accurate for those that think that I'm an investigative reporter.
Oh, we are not.
And a journalist.
Oh,
asshole.
Thank God.
10 miles. This is in a town called Chula Vista, which is 10 miles south of San Diego. Sits down on his couch in his home.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting on the couch in his home.
Mm-hmm.
Feels something in the couch moving.
Oh, God.
See, that's when I just jump up and just run. And I'll find the nearest window and I'll jump right through it. Cut myself to shreds. I don't care. I'm moving. Something's moving under his ass on the couch. He pulls the cushions out. And it is a 7-foot-long Vietnamese rat snake.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a blue beauty.
Yeah, that blue beauty would have burned down with the house. Because that's exactly, I would have.
This is when you want
never would have gone back in there.
You want to call Morgan over at Homegrown Scales and say, Morgan, I know it's 2 a.m. Could you come over to my house right now?
I'm sorry, Morgan.
Like now?
I know that you love those things, but I would have preferred to call Pain Mountain Pest Control.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna go anywhere near this.
And have them make sure that I never had a snake.
Well, they could do that
near my home again.
They can do that, but I don't think Brian's gonna go in there and wrestle this 7-foot Vietnamese blue beauty.
No,
not gonna
357 could have taken care of it right quick. I'm sorry. I hate them. I don't like them. I'm petrified. Petrified.
They say that the snake is
snakes. I'm sorry.
This snake is not, quote, not usually found in the United States. Was the word Vietnamese in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Illegally owned, I'm sure, but yes.
And I love the last line here in the story. It is not yet known how the snake got into the furniture. Forget about how it got into the furniture. How did it get into the house?
Through the toilet.
Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, my God. Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen,
don't you want to go in and go pee now?
No, but before we leave, and we pissed him off good. Greg Forbes this morning.
We did? Did he leave us?
Well, we were just making up shit about him that he slept in and
we're just picking.
Slept in late.
It's okay.
Watching some cartoons with a bowl of cereal.
You know, we like to sling this bullshit.
Wearing his SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping in.
Maybe he went to have his nails done.
Have you seen his nails?
Yes, I love them. Jesus. I love them. And they're his. That's the thing, is that they're his.
How do you know that, though?
Because he told me, and I've seen them. Like, if you look at, they're his. Because it's Greg, and that's what he told me, and so, damn it.
I question that.
I believe him. Not me. I believe him.
Let's try to make peace with G.
I just did. I told him I love his nails. Because I do. I'm like jealous of them.
Is that it?
I love them.
And he actually listens to the podcast. He really does. He told me he really does.
I know he does. He comments all the time.
This is G's Blue Beauty Vietnamese 7-foot snake right here. And this is huge. Bigger than any snake. This is what he's started. This is what his passion is. The Rainbow Bridge Community Center, which if you look right there, 81 North Main Street, Suite 2. So when you hear something like that, you're like, oh my God, where the hell is 81? Oh, I'm never going to. Do like Bob Hartley. Oh my God, where's 81? I'm never going to find 81. Suite 2? Oh, where am I going to park? Ah! It's right. It's well, I'm just saying that's what people think. I don't know where that is. Ah! It's true. You know that. God. People get worked up. It's just this is not complicated. And now everyone's going to really remember exactly where the Rainbow Bridge Community Center is. They're right next to the Brazilian Steakhouse.
Yes.
That's it.
If you're standing in the front of the building, the door's to the left.
Right. The old Project Independence building.
Left.
Don't get all hung up on 81 and Suite 2 and all of that shit. Forget about it. Mm-hmm. It's right next to the Brazilian Steakhouse. Right there's the phone number in front of you if you want to call them, and you ought to because they're looking for some more eclectic furniture.
Mm-hmm. They will hang your art and let you sell it, and they display it.
And listen,
art, paintings.
If you think your art is so bad that no one's going to buy it, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it over there, hang it up, display it. That's what they're all about. And if you think there should be a price tag on it, put a damn price tag on it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to negotiate prices with G or anything. Just put it on there and shut up.
Right, because it's the community center,
That's
the
right.
Rainbow.
You also see the words grand opening June 4th. That's a Saturday. And they're going to have a ribbon cutting, and they're going to have some dignitaries there and some speakers.
Yes.
And it's a really big deal.
Mm-hmm.
You can also see their website.
Much needed in the community. It will educate a lot of people that need further education or have had none at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives an open, secure place.
Yeah. And here's the part I love right here.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Our mission to work with youth and families creating awareness, education, community involvement, and assistance, welcoming those who embrace and help shine all the colors of the rainbow. Come join us. So, I mean, that's it right there. And it's not folks that are only gay and LGBTQ and you know, it's just not. It's welcome. It's open, and they welcome everybody in there. And they've got an air hockey table. You do realize that
great. You're never going to work again. Oh.
At some point, that's going to get bloody. It's going to get violent. I'm just telling you right now. It's going to, when I get over there and have, you know, you get a couple coffees in me and put me in front of an air hockey table, holy shit, it's coming. Hope you had fun this morning, everybody. Did you have fun, Raylene?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some serious stuff out there on the air.
We did.
Right now we're at 44 degrees.
It's supposed to be a beautiful day.
Yeah. 51 is where we're going with a little bit of sun and some clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And then tonight, what are they saying? Partly cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
More clouds for the overnight. Who cares? You'll be sleeping. It doesn't matter. Lows near 30. And then Wednesday.
60, right?
I'm showing the same.
Yeah.
51.
You are?
That's what I'm showing.
All these different reports.
With rain showers.
In the south. That's what I heard. It was only going to rain in the south and be 60 here. That's the one I'm going with.
Ooh, ouch. Have you seen
You
Thursday?
go with yours.
Have you seen Thursday and Friday?
Rain for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
but warm.
Thursday, Friday's rain.
50s at least.
Oh, shit. Saturday's rain?
Yeah. Rain the rest of the week.
Ouch.
We love you all.
We love y'all.
Thanks for listening.
But
Have
listen,
a good day.
Without the rain,
without the April showers, there's going to be no Mayflowers.
just remember that. You know, if you want your lawn to green up and stop looking like a tan piece of shit, welcome and embrace the rain showers.
Yeah. And if you still live on Wichita Hollow and you still can't get home, we're sorry.